You see, we live in a world where men are not respected. We're currently living in a time where genuinely men aren't respected. You're watching this video, you're not respected. Women don't respect you. Men don't respect you. Your parents don't respect you. Nobody respects you. You don't even respect you. And you wonder why. You're like, man, why are people not respecting me? Why can't I gain the respect of society? Why? Am I just like, the reason why is because you don't literally keep the promises you make to yourself and the promises you make to other people. You are not a man of your word. The only thing that makes a man valuable is his word. If you cannot keep your word to yourself, how are you going to gain self-respect? And if you can't respect yourself, how do you think other people are going to respect you? How do you think women are going to respect you? Nobody. I'm not going to respect you. If you don't respect yourself, how do you expect anybody to respect you? Doesn't make sense. I started having to internalize this because here's the reality. When I was a lot younger, I was probably around 16, 17. I would always say things that I was going to go do. I would always say, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that. And I never did it. I would say, you have my word, I'm going to do this. And I would always not deliver on my promises, on my word, to women, to my parents. And you get the reaction of, man, I really thought you were going to do that. You said you were going to do it. Why didn't you do it? Or like, how is that going? Why didn't you do that? You always get this. And then the reality is, as I was getting those types of responses, people started respecting me less. I became less trustworthy. I became more just like I was cool. Like, people liked being around me, but people didn't necessarily respect me because I didn't actually do the things I said I was going to do. And as I got older, I started to realize that, and I started taking my word very seriously. I didn't even respect myself. I had a lot of doubt in myself. See, we live in a society today where so many men don't respect themselves. They doubt themselves. That's why they're on the hub, right? That's why they're watching these videos, these adult film videos. I don't want to say the word because again, YouTube will ban you. But that's why. Let's conquer the world together. That's why I created Training Grounds. Training Grounds is the ultimate self-development and fitness community where you'll learn training, nutrition, build social skills and network. You need to have a community of men around you that are elevating you on a day-to-day basis, that's going through a lot of the trials and tribulations, so that way you don't feel alone. That's why I created Training Grounds. You'll learn how to build an incredible business for yourself, for me. So tap in, link is in the description. Become a conqueror, be around other conquerors, and let's conquer the world together. I'm gonna catch you in Training Grounds. That's why you're stuck in that rabbit hole. That's why you're paying for OnlyFans every month, because you don't respect yourself. And you know why you don't respect yourself? Because you don't keep your own word. When you say you're gonna do something, you don't do it. And then other people don't respect you, making you respect yourself even less. That's why you put people on pedestals. That's why you put women on a pedestal. That's why you put other men like Andrew Tate on a pedestal and you try to copy all of his little mannerisms and how he talks, because you don't respect yourself. So all you can do is follow another man. All you can do is look up to another man or look up to a woman, right? Put people on pedestals because you have zero self-respect. So how do you gain self-respect? How did I gain self-respect? I started doing everything that I said I was going to do. If I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I say I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. I don't care if I went to sleep at 4 a.m. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. There's no excuses. I don't tolerate excuses to myself and to other people, right? That's how you gain respect. When people see that you don't negotiate with yourself, there's non-negotiables that you genuinely just do not negotiate with other people and you don't negotiate with yourself. So if I say I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. The woman that's next to me will hear that and she'll respect me more because I woke up at 5 a.m. The people will respect you more when you do what you say you're going to do. Every time. You have to do everything that you say you're going to do. You have to do it. You cannot be sitting there making promises. See, everyone likes to talk. We live in a society where everyone's a talker. Nobody's a doer. Everyone will talk about all these things they want to do. You probably said, I want to get in shape. See, when I started gaining respect was actually when I got in the best shape of my life, when I got jacked. That's when I earned respect. But it wasn't because of my body, it was because of the discipline and because of what I said I was gonna do. I said I was going to be in the gym. In 3 months, I'm going to be a whole different person in the summer. You won't even recognize me. And what happened? In 3 months, I was in the gym and I became a whole different person. That gained me so much respect from people even before then, before college, that didn't respect me in college, I'm sure, started to respect me because I started doing the things I said I was gonna do. Like, be a doer. That's why no one respects you, because you don't do anything. You just talk. All you do is talk all day. You sit around and you tell people, oh, I'm gonna do this, or oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Nobody cares until you do it. I have this vision for myself. You talk about everything that you're not gonna do. Then you wonder why women don't take you serious. Because you're not a man of your word. You promise this and you flake. You promise this specific time. See, for me, here's another thing, right? Being on time. This is something that I'm actively struggling with, that I'm getting better at. You have to make sure that you keep your word. It's your word to yourself and to other people. I'm gonna be here at 7 p.m. If I'm there at 7:05, I broke my promise. If I'm there and I'm worse, I'll tend to be like 30, 45 minutes late. I broke my word. I remember I had my first date with somebody, or not my first, but it was a date that I had with somebody. And I showed up like 30, 45 minutes late. Like, I didn't care. It's crazy. Like, people will lose respect for you. Even if they had respect for you, they'll start to lose respect when you don't actually respect your word. There are two types of men in this world. There are the drifters and the conquerors. Literally the only two. Now, you can choose which one you want to be. I don't want you to be a drifter. I want you to be a conqueror. Drifter is somebody who does not have a vision for themselves, do not have any goals. They stay the same. They're complacent. They're coping around everything. I don't like being around those people, and you don't either. Now, the reality is, to become a conqueror, you need to have goals. You need to have a vision. You may not have the finances, but you do have $97 a month to be able to work with other men, to be able to have that motivation, because that's what's going to drive you the most. It's more of a group setting motivation. And that's why I created this, because I cannot help every single person one-on-one. So tap in with me. Link is in the description. Become a conqueror, be around other conquerors, and let's conquer the world together. I'm gonna catch you in training grounds. When you don't keep your word to yourself, that's what you have to do. You have to keep your word to yourself. So many of you don't want to do that. All you want to do is just complain and talk about why things aren't working, why people don't respect you. You're a man. Who cares if you're a man? If your word is not bond, if you don't keep your word in everything that you do and do exactly what you say you're going to do, nobody will respect you. I told people I was going to get on YouTube and I was going to blow my channel up in a short period of time. In 3 months, I was going to get 10,000 subscribers. I ended up getting 20,000 subscribers at that point. I'm at like 24 point something now. But I kept my word. I said I was going to post a video a day. I have not missed a single day of posting a video. I kept my word. People respect me for that. Right? With my clients, every week, bi-weekly, we have calls. I keep my word. I'm on those calls on time. And if I have to change the time, I let them know. But I keep my word on the value that I'm providing. Too many of you do not keep the word that you have on the value that you're trying to provide to society. And you wonder why you're still broke. Because you're not providing any value by keeping your word of what you're going to go do. You're not doing anything. You're just saying things. Nobody can see the actions that you're taking consistently. So why would anybody respect you enough to give you their money? The time that they basically spent doing work. That's all money is. Money is literally just people spending their time to get a token of the time that they've spent. That's all money is. It's value of your time. You think someone's going to pay you $1,000 that they've spent their time doing? Maybe that $1,000 took them, I don't know, 80 hours to make. Who knows? I'm just throwing something out there, right? Or 100 hours it took them to make that $1,000. And they're going to give that to you, someone who can't even like actually stand on their feet and make sure that their word is bond. Why would anybody listen to you? Why would anybody listen to someone who cannot keep their word? Especially a man. That's literally all you have. And it's the easiest thing in the world to just say that you're going to do something and then do it. That instantly gives you respect. So going back to my story, I started doing these things and I started getting a lot more self-respect. And I started getting more respect from other people because of the self-respect that I have. See, people can innately sense when you don't respect yourself and they won't respect you. People can innately sense when you do respect yourself and then they will respect you. But the way that you can show that more is by literally doing everything that you say you're gonna do. With women, if you get disrespected and you say, hey, if you disrespect me, I'm gonna break up with you, and you don't break up with them, they're not gonna respect you regardless. You have to stand by your word. If you said that was what you were going to do, if this happened, you have to do it. Or else you will never gain the respect of that woman ever again. If you tell somebody, look, I will be able to speak to you at 3 p.m. You better make sure that you are there to speak to them at 3 p.m. because that's what you said. They will respect you more because your word is bond. The trust is there. Respect and trust go hand in hand. People trust who they respect. So if you're not a respectable man, you're missing out on life, and your life is probably horrible right now. You're probably not making any money. You're probably super out of shape. You're probably like just sleazy. People don't trust you. People don't really like you. Because you're not respectable. Your word means nothing. And when your word means nothing, you mean nothing. So you got to step that up, man. You have to do that. And share this with a friend who is literally not respectable and needs to learn this, right? And needs to understand why they're complaining. Man, people don't respect me enough. I don't feel like I'm a alpha male. See, these alpha males, the thing is, they're not respectable. They're not, because they don't hold to their word. They say one thing on camera and they do the complete opposite in real life, right? And that's why you need to hold your word. Everything you say that you do, just do it. I'm telling you, it changed my life and it could change yours. So like, comment, subscribe, tap in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like we're here. I'm here for you. I'm here to teach you all of these things. Y'all said y'all wanted more mindset stuff. This is a mindset hack or mindset shift. Right? Shift your mindset to actually honoring your own word, to build your own self-respect, to build the respect of other people. That's how you do it. That's a clear mindset shift. Do this for the next week and you'll feel like a whole different person. You'll stop being depressed. You'll stop feeling anxious about the future because you know you're doing everything that you say you're doing. All of the goals that you had written out, you say that, right? You do it. But do that. I'm telling you, you'll be a whole different person. You'll move through life with more fluidity. You'll move through life with more opportunities. That's what it takes. And you have that. You just have to unlock it. So start doing this and tap back in with this video if you need a reminder every once in a while, man. Like that's the whole value of this, is to give you the reminder of what you need to do. So I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Tap in with me. One more thing. Maybe you don't have $100 because you're dead broke, and I totally get it. You might as well join my free newsletter, Mind of Martell. That's where I talk about mindset, training, fitness, masculinity, everything. You have to join. It's free. You'll be a better man. You'll learn something new. Get in there. Mind of Martell. Tap in.